Hello children, how are you doing? I'm sure you're enjoying all the grammar topics one by one and doing regular exercises. Children, today we have a very interesting topic for you, that is adjectives, describing words. So let's start. Adjectives for you. Let's start today's lesson with a fun activity called describing pictures. Have a look at these pictures of some animals. Think of some words or phrases to describe them. So here we have a dog, a crow, a rabbit and a tortoise. What words come to your mind when you want to describe them? Think about it. So children, what's an adjective? An adjective modifies a noun or a pronoun by describing, identifying or quantifying words. So we have the three key words here. Let's underline. Either we describe or identify or quantify. Now an adjective often precedes the noun or the pronoun which it modifies. In the following examples, the highlighted words are adjectives. The red balloon floated over the treetops. Raman seems happy in his new school. The back room was filled with large green rainbows. Here precedes means coming prior, before. And जैसे आपने देखा ज़्यादातर adjective noun के पहले ही आते हैं. Adjectives are also called describing words. That's the fun and the easiest way to remember them. We must use appropriate adjectives to describe people or things. Here children, the word appropriate is very important for us to remember. हम कोई भी adjective कहीं भी fit नहीं कर सकते हैं. खास चीज़ों के लिए, लोगों के लिए और जगहों के लिए अलग अलग तरह के adjectives ही use होंगे. So we will remember this word appropriate. Examples of other adjectives are honest girl, sincere worker, intelligent child and confident boy. Since we have already learnt a bit about adjectives, now is the time to move on to the in-depth details, which are where to use them, in which position. So our topic is position of adjectives. Adjectives are usually placed before nouns, but sometimes they may be placed after nouns as well. So इसके अलग अलग cases हैं. कभी noun से पहले भी हम उन्हें place कर सकते हैं, कभी बाद में भी. It depends. Let's see. Kama is a beautiful girl. Here adjective is placed before the noun girl, the name. That girl is intelligent. Here the adjective is placed after the noun. Yeah? So let's see some more. Now we will see the kinds of adjectives after understanding the position of the adjectives. They are of various types such as quality, quantity, number, demonstrative, interrogative and possessive. But the application is different. Let's begin with adjectives of quality. Now the keyword quality is very important. हमें ये पता चलता है कि वो कैसा है. Let's see. These adjectives are used to describe the nature of a noun. The nature of a noun, hence the quality. They give an idea about the characteristics or the attributes of the noun by answering the question, what kind? Let's read the sentences. Sheila is a beautiful woman. New Delhi is a large city. Here, what are the adjectives? Yes, beautiful and large. So beautiful and large tell us what kind of a person and a thing is. Beautiful woman. What kind of woman? Beautiful. What kind of a city? Large city. They answer the questions what kind of plus person or thing described. After quality, we will study the adjectives of quantity. These adjectives help to show the amount or the appropriate amount of the noun or pronoun. So this is different from number. Here we are talking about entire amount. These adjectives do not provide exact numbers. Rather, they tell us the amount of the noun in relative or whole terms. So we will mark this keyword, show the amount or the approximate amount also. Adjectives of quantity answer the question how much with respect to the noun or pronouns they describe. Let's read along these sentences. They have finished most of the rice. There is enough sugar in the jar. इन sentences में क्या आपने amount जानने की कोशिश की? कितने amount की बात की जा रही है? कितना rice? कितना sugar? Yes, the adjectives are most and enough. More easy and very specific is the next one, that is adjectives of number. As the name suggests, it talks about numbers. These adjectives tell how many persons or things are meant. Adjectives of number answer the question how many with respect to the noun or pronouns they describe. So it's easy to count. Let's read these sentences. Several people got into the bus. There are 40 students in this class. I have 3 pens. Some other adjectives of number are first, second, third, which show in what order a thing or a person stands. But still, we call them adjectives of number. They are also known as ordinal adjectives. So, these 3 especially. Let's see the application. Tomorrow is our 12th day on vacation. This is the 4th time I've seen this movie. So 12th and 4th here are the ordinal adjectives. They are telling us about the order. Words like 1, 2 or 3 are cardinals and are also used as adjectives. Now let's read these sentences. There are 2 packets in the cupboard. I saw 3 boys in the park. Children, let's understand the difference between adjectives of quantity and adjectives of number, because there's a very thin line between them. They look similar. Nouns are countable and uncountable, both. And adjectives of quantity are used with uncountable nouns like water, milk and rice. We have enough rice. So this is uncountable. Rice is uncountable. So quantity specifically is used with such nouns. We can say much milk, a little milk, sufficient milk to show quantity of milk. Now milk is uncountable here. Rice, water. This is a stark difference. Whereas adjectives of number are used with countable nouns like books and glasses. So here books and glasses, main thing, these are uncountable, these are countable nouns. We can write many glasses, few glasses and several glasses. Some adjectives like some and sufficient can be used for both countable and uncountable. So this is the exception here. We can use them some and sufficient in both the cases. Now we move on to the next type called demonstrative adjectives, which demonstrate. These adjectives indicate which person or thing is meant. For example, this, that, these, those. These are the 4 demonstrative adjectives we have. Let's read these sentences. This girl is intelligent. That girl is weak. Those people are good. These boys are bad. Let's note something very, very important, that demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives are used differently. The former have other words between them and the noun, while the latter are directly followed by the nouns. Let's understand it properly in this table here. So these are the demonstrative pronouns and here these are the adjectives. Demonstrative pronouns first. This is a house, those are kites. And the demonstrative adjectives, this house is mine and those kites are colorful. Now we move on to another type called interrogative adjectives, the root word being interrogation or to question. These adjectives are used to ask questions about nouns or in relation to nouns. They are where, what, which and whose. So these words we can remember as interrogative adjectives. Let's read the sentences. What assignment did I miss out on? Which author is your favorite? Whose pen is this? Interrogative pronouns and interrogative adjectives are also used differently. The former means the previous one have other words between them and the noun, while the latter are directly followed by the nouns. Let's see the difference in this table. Interrogative pronouns. What is your name? Which is your house? And interrogative adjectives. What name was given to the book? Which house has he sold? Children, attempt this following exercise to strengthen your learning before we move ahead to the next type of adjective, which is possessive adjective. As the name suggests, possessive comes from the root word possession, means ownership. So, possessive adjectives are used before a noun to denote who owns that noun. For example, it is my office. It is our child. Here, what's the noun? Office and child. So, the possessive adjective is placed before it. Some possessive adjectives are my, your, his, her, its, our, your, their, etc. Now that we have studied about different types of adjectives, it's time to see and study how the comparison can be made. Adjectives change in form when they show comparison. This is the biggest takeaway for us, that they change in form whenever they are showing comparison. It won't remain the same. Let's read these sentences. Raman is tall. John is taller than Raman. Shahid is the tallest of the three. क्या आपने इन सेंटेंसेस में कंपैरिजन देखा? किस चीज़ का कंपैरिजन हो रहा है? हाइट का, बिटवीन रमन, जॉन, शाहिद एंड देन द रेस्ट ऑफ द क्लास. Observe the changes. So first it was tall, then it became taller, then tallest. These changed forms are called degrees of comparison. So whenever we compare, we use the terminology degrees of comparison. Let's see how the formation of degrees happen and what are their names. The comparative and the superlative degrees are formed by the following rules. हमें कुछ रूल याद करने पड़ेंगे और हम देखेंगे कि कंपैरिजन ऑफ डिग्रीज कैसे होता है, उसका फॉर्मेशन कैसे होता है. मोस्ट एडजेक्टिव्स फॉर्म देयर कंपैरेटिव डिग्री बाय एडिंग ER and their superlative degrees by adding EST to the positive degree. बच्चों, कंपैरेटिव डिग्री वो होती है जब हम दो चीज़ों या दो लोगों को कंपेयर कर रहे हैं, और सुपरलेटिव डिग्री वो होगी जब हम दो से ज़्यादा लोगों को कंपेयर कर रहे हैं. एंड पॉजिटिव इज द बेस वन वेयर नो कंपैरिजन इज हैपनिंग, लाइक टॉल. लेट्स मूव अहेड. Now, as you can see, a very interesting table here showing the comparison and the degrees of comparison. Let's have a look here. So we have positive degree, then we have the comparative degree and the superlative degree. And what are the changes that happen? Beginning with the first positive adjective, costly. So when we are comparing between two things, we will change it to costlier. This is costlier than that. And while that comparison is happening between many things about their cost, we will say this is the costliest of all, because the comparison is between more than two things. Similarly, the other degrees are simple, simpler, simplest, bold, bolder, boldest, hard, harder, hardest. Few more: big, bigger, biggest, long, longer, longest, broad, broader, broadest, cheap, cheaper, cheapest. Did you see the pattern here? What was happening in each degree? The change. ER was added in comparative and EST was added in superlative. Here. If the positive degree ends in E, the letter E, then we add only E and EST to form the comparative degree and the superlative degree respectively. So children, here we have another interesting table for you showing this pattern. So let's look at these three examples here. Brave, fine, gentle, all ending in E. All have the letter E at the end, right? So when we change it to the comparative degree, we are just adding R. Brave becomes braver. And in superlative form, we are adding EST. Brave, braver, bravest. Fine, finer, finest. Gentle, gentler, gentlest of all. Few more. Simple, simpler, simplest. Sure, surer, surest. Wise, wiser, wisest. So this rule will help you to remember that which adjective is which degree, whether comparative or superlative. जब ER होगा तो comparative degree होगी, जब EST होगा तो वो superlative ही होगी. When a positive degree ends in Y preceded by a consonant, then Y is changed into I before adding ER or EST. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि अगर हमारी पॉजिटिव डिग्री में एक ऐसा वर्ड है जो एंड हो रहा है वाई पे, आखिरी अल्फ़ाबेट है वाई, तो उस वाई को हम ड्रॉप कर देंगे। तभी अगर उस वाई से पहले कॉन्सोनेंट है, ओनली इन दैट केस, एंड दैट वाई इज चेंज इनटू IER if comparative और IEST if superlative। तो आपको यहाँ ये चेक करना है क्या Y से पहले कॉन्सोनेंट है कि नहीं। क्या हमें याद है क्या है कॉन्सोनेंट्स? वो अल्फ़ाबेट्स जो वावल्स नहीं हैं, वावल्स के अलावा जो बाकी लेटर्स होते हैं उन्हें कहते हैं कॉन्सोनेंट्स। लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट दिस टेबल टू वेरीफाई दिस रूल। So we have few words here: silly, heavy, holy, dry, all ending with Y. Let's check if we have a consonant. Before Y we have L, which is a consonant. Before Y here we have V, which is also consonant. Therefore, silly becomes sillier, silliest. Heavy becomes heavier, heaviest. Holy, holier, holiest. Dry, drier, driest. The same pattern you can observe in the next four words, which are gloomy, gloomier, gloomiest, lucky, luckier, luckiest, noisy, noisier, noisiest, happy, happier, happiest. So children, अगर हम ये रूल याद रखेंगे तो हमारी स्पेलिंग्स भी कभी भी गलत नहीं होंगी और हम डिग्री में भी कभी कंफ्यूज नहीं होंगे। To have the comparative and the superlative degree of adjectives having a single syllable and ending in a single consonant preceded by a vowel, the consonant is doubled before adding ER or EST. Let's simplify this rule. अगर हमारे पास एक ऐसा वर्ड है, ऐसा एडजेक्टिव है जो कि एक सिंगल सिलेबल है, सिंगल शॉर्ट साउंड है और जो उसका एंडिंग लेटर है वो एक कॉन्सोनेंट है, लेकिन उस कॉन्सोनेंट से पहले वावल है, तब क्या करेंगे? वो जो लास्ट लेटर है वो डबल हो जाएगा। लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड इट थ्रू दिस एग्जाम्पल। नाउ वी हैव बिग हियर, we have vowel before consonant. Vowel is I and then we have this last letter which is a consonant. So in comparative form we will double the last letter. Bigger, so double G. Fat, fatter, double T. So this is how we can get our spellings correct. Similarly, hot, hotter, hottest. Red, redder, reddest. Sad, sadder, saddest. एंड थिन, थिनर, थिनेस्ट। सो अगेन हमारी स्पेलिंग्स यहाँ बिल्कुल ठीक होंगी, हम डबलिंग ऑफ लेटर्स में कभी कंफ्यूज नहीं होंगे अगर हमें ये रूल याद है कि कॉन्सोनेंट से पहले अगर एक वावल साउंड या वावल लेटर है तो हमें लास्ट लेटर डबल करना है। मैनी एडजेक्टिव्स ऑफ मोर देन 3 syllables form their comparatives by adding the word more and form their superlatives by adding the word most. This is an exception. Let's see these words. Now हम इस तरह से समझ सकते हैं कि ये एक अलग रूल है। यहाँ हम ER ऐड नहीं करेंगे कंपैरेटिव में, सुपरलेटिव में EST भी कंपेयर नहीं करेंगे, भी ऐड नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन कंपैरेटिव में मोर और सुपरलेटिव में मोस्ट एडजेक्टिव से पहले लिखेंगे। लाइक एक्टिव can't become activer or activist. We will say active, more active, most active. Similarly, adventurous, more adventurous, most adventurous. Careful, more careful, most careful. Careless, more careless, most careless. Courageous, more courageous, most courageous. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Doubtful, more doubtful, most doubtful, interesting, more interesting, most interesting, and useful, more useful and most useful. So आपको बस यही याद रखना है कि comparative degree में more लिखेंगे और superlative में most. Some adjectives do not follow any rule to form their comparatives and superlatives. They form their comparative and superlative degrees in an irregular way. So here none of the rule applies. Let's look at this table. We have positive, comparative and superlative, and have a look at the positive degree words. Old, bad, good, little, much and many. And have a look at the comparative and superlative forms. Have we added ER? No. EST just in one case. Or any other IER or EST? No. This is a special case. ये कुछ भी rule follow नहीं करते हैं. So old becomes older or elder and oldest or eldest. Bad becomes worse and worst. So if you want to show the comparison between something going bad, the case which is not good or very bad, you must write worst. This is the worst case, not the very bad. Similarly, good, better, best. Little, less, least. Much, more, most, as in quantity here. And many, as in number, more and most. So both are same, but difference is in quantity and number. So interesting thing to note here is that double comparatives and superlatives should not be used at all. Double comparatives like more prettier should not be used. आप सोच सकते हैं क्यों? क्योंकि prettier पहले ही comparative form है, हम उसमें more लगा के उसे double comparative नहीं बनाएंगे. Similarly, double superlatives like the most tallest should not be used. Why? Because tallest is already the superlative degree. We don't have to add one more here. For example, Nile is the most longest river in Africa. This is wrong. The use of the most longest is incorrect. We should write Nile is the longest river in Africa. हमें पता चल रहा है कि नाइल सबसे लंबी रिवर है अफ्रीका में, तो हम नाइल को कंपेयर कर रहे हैं बहुत सारी रिवर से, तभी सुपरलेटिव. I hope you enjoyed learning all the things, all the types of adjectives with examples and rules, and you must revise all these concepts using the given practice exercises.